Cause they don't love it, 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 they don't love it.
Hey, DJ.
Hey, YB, that pipe him up, bro.
They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh?
I ain't take no losses in a minute. Scored touchdown through the critic. Came a long way from the trenches. Still be making plays in the trenches. I'm from New Orleans. I'm a saint with a demon in my head. Yeah, I told him chill. Lil' bro still spinning like a fan. Lord on my mama. He been playing like this since he was in college. So fast like a rocket. Part of the reason they can't stop him. You don't know how I feel. Come from nothing, turn up quick. You don't know how I feel. Turn them losses into a win. Yeah, treat the beat like 4 down. Going for the dub. I ain't playing with them. QB to the RB. Big 4 not serving hand to hand. Real name Jamal Chase. He the newest goal with the people saying. I'm still in the field. Ain't calling plays. Bill Belichick.
Yeah, where the ops, I ain't ducking smoke. Kick it off, no, we tryna stop. Too easy, I'ma run it up with my eyes closed like Pat Mahomes. Red flag, I might send him home.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Cowboys at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. And this one quickly to Layup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The extra point up and good by Auburn. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here to Waller. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Here's Prescott. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Prescott off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field, all the way to the end zone from his blockers.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
What the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions, and guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a false sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
That is caught. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The his first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Throwing Jones. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on the punt. That's pulled in at the 32. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's Pollard again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Prescott. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give to Pollard running left. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 130 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play action now. Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the rally's on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Okay, here we go.
Now Jones, a final shot before break. Here's a diving catch right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Kirby Joseph there to drop him.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second down, Pollard again. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, 34 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes this 35-0 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. After the sack on first down, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, 69 yards. And the Giants are able to at least get one score back. Now Cade York for the extra point. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd and 4. Now Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Man, 188 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Pollard will take it up the gut, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd down, Pollard again. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And this time he is in. Tony Pollard taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time.
13 yards remaining on second down. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Big A. Sean Robinson has made a career of this. Another tackle for loss. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run left with Pollard. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 218 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This 2nd and 4. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Throwing, Prescott, and he's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Back to throw. Jones. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by York is up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a give here to Pollard. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now 2nd and 9. Pollard going to try the right side. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Now 3rd down and 7. Run for Pollard. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Jones now throwing to start the drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over.